After being misled all of your life by a stupid triangle, you decided to give the carnivore diet a try to regain your health, but it was harder than you thought giving up all the sugar and carbs, leading you to fail multiple times trying to just eat meat. But instead of staying down and cowering in the corner with a Twinkie in your mouth, you decided to get back up and come out swinging. That, dear viewer, makes you a warrior.
You warriors are good. Real good. The best.
Yeah, I forgot to add myself to the stage. Happy hump day, guys. We made it halfway through the week, and I apologize for not being here yesterday. Like I said in my previous video, I had some car issues to deal with my son, and I got the car. Actually, if you guys saw my last video, I went and picked him up. I got it running. Well, it gave out on him on the way home. So it was on the side of the freeway for 24 hours. And yeah, I was able to finally go get it. So I do apologize for being absent yesterday. Life happens sometimes. And I definitely missed the morning meeting though. So if you're watching the replay, I'm glad you stopped by for a few minutes. I'm trying to figure out some kind of format to where I could do some at 11:30 and maybe some in the evening. I haven't quite figured that out. So stay tuned, Carnivore Questers. Yeah, today's hump day. And what did I eat yesterday? I had another half a roll of ground beef. And Cassie made some pork steak again for dinner, which was delicious. You know, the true BBBE challenge, yeah, only bacon, right? But that pork steak is so fatty, it's pretty close to 50, a 50-50 ratio of fat to protein. So it was good too. Real good. Actually, that's what I'm going to have for lunch today. And I still got to figure out dinner. So I'd love to hear what you guys had yesterday on your Ketovore or carnivore diet, or even keto. Heck, even Atkins, right? Yeah, I rarely hear anybody doing Atkins anymore. But, I mean, I guess it's basically just keto. And again, you guys have anything to confess? You had a little slip up. You know, you put something in your mouth that you weren't supposed to. Throw it in the chat. We'll talk about it because it helps. I know it might not sound like it, but it does. It's crazy. It make you think the next time you're about to put something in your mouth that you know you shouldn't. But, you know, we're all human. We all have those temptations, and sometimes we give in. So yesterday, I gave into a little temptation. I got to confess right here. After little Larry and I started dealing with this car, it was on a very, very busy freeway here in the Greenville area, Highway 385. Anybody familiar with the area? And we were there, gosh, what was it? It was like 1:30 in the afternoon. And man, traffic was so bad. It was really dangerous being out there, you know. So anyway, once we got the car where I needed it to be, I wanted a reward. So we stopped and I got a latte. And little Larry's like, Dad, you know, that's just going to stall you out. And I said, I didn't get a venti. I got a grande. And it was good, you know, just a lot of heavy cream, a lot of calories. So I'm not super proud of it, but I enjoyed it. And we had a good time. And we actually went to a coffee shop and sat and chilled for a little while. So a little father and son time while I guzzled down, 600 calories of heavy whipping cream. But yeah, a little bit of confession there for me. But other than that, man, I feel great. My ear's still clogged up, still got a little bit of a cough, but I'm living life again, being active and feeling pretty darn good. So I'm very thankful for that. And all right, let's start saying hi to everybody. Papa Frank, I'm checking in, but I'm still in Texas, so I might not get to listen in to the meeting. I'm watching my family shutter Am I eating butter and no grits? They're all diabetic, and I'm not. Go figure. Have a great time with your family, Frank. Thanks for stopping in real quick. Erica, good morning. It's day 79, and I'm having a big bowl of ground beef with cream cheese mixed in it. Hope you all have a blessed day. Awesome, Erica. Good to see you. It's cream cheese, man. Cream cheese can just make anything taste better, right? So dangerous for me. Shellbell, good morning, all of you beautiful warriors, including Cass and Lair. I sure missed you all yesterday. Larry and Cassie, we need you just as much as you need of all of us. I pray all have a blessed day, keeping strong. Appreciate those prayers for everyone, Shellbell. Awesome. Shellbell, today marks my 412th day. Awesome. Hey guys, we got 35 people in here. Let's see you in the chat. I'd like to say hi to everybody. We don't have 2,000 people in here, so I can definitely say hi to each and every one of you. B. Osborne, good morning, everyone. Thank you for the prayers. I'm finally feeling a little better. That's really good to hear, B. Osborne. Awesome. Liz, greeting to all. Today's a brand new day. Glad to be back on track after a past few days of hit and miss. Yep, another day one for me. All right, Liz. Day one, tomorrow will be day two, and Friday will be day three. Looking forward to hearing that. Aaron, good morning. Morning, bud. Hey, Maureen. Good morning, Larry and friends. Aaron, no soda this week so far. Awesome, buddy. Way to go. Not easy. You were starting to fall back into that habit. Pulling yourself out. Fat Street Glider. Hey, Larry. What's up? Having a pepperoni and cheese omelet. Oh, that sounds amazing. Cheese omelets are funny. I have a funny little story about cheese omelets. I was in 6th grade, and my best friend's name was Jerry. I think his name was White. He was a redheaded kid. We loved playing basketball together. I went over to his house, and he had a cool basketball court at his house, but his mom made cheese omelets. I loved them. I had never had one before, and I think she used Velveeta, and it was so good. I went home and begged my mom, "Can you buy some Velveeta and make these omelets?" So she did, and I remember I had like 3 or 4 of them. I kept asking her for more. I got so sick. So sick. I didn't have an omelet. The first omelet I had after that was probably like 6 years ago. Oh man, just the texture of the egg. And have you guys ever gotten sick off something in your life and you never ate it again? Yeah. I remember my mom telling me there's a good lesson there, you know. I'm glad you enjoyed the cheese omelet. Oh, I'm sure you did, Aaron. Deb Hammer, what's up? Good morning, y'all. Good to see you, Deb. Happy hump day, y'all. Cowgirl, I saw you in Facebook. Wondering what was going on with the morning meeting. I appreciate you being here. Jeff, listening while driving. I have been good. Praying everyone has a great day. You too, Jeff. You too, bud. Lance in the house. North Dakota Carnivore. Good morning, Carnivore Quest crew. Good morning to you, bud. Mr. Skinny. Terry P. Hello, Larry. What is up? Terry, good to see you. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Members Live. I'm sorry. I've rescheduled it twice now. It's going to be on Friday at 1 p.m. Okay. All right. Announcement made. I just saw that. I remember Terry joined. It was nice chatting with Terry the last time we did a Members Live. And Maureen, I went to the fair with the kids yesterday. I had a small dish of maple creamy soft serve. It was a conscious decision, so I'm not feeling bad over it. I didn't just touch the fried bread, dough, fries, etc. Just a little treat. Planned on it, and you don't feel guilty. Awesome, Maureen. And you shouldn't, right? Ellen, hey kids, what's up, Ellen? Uh, you see what happens, Larry? Laugh out loud. Oh, because I didn't do the stream? I think that's what you're referring to. Uh, all right, here. Deb, ribeye for lunch, hamburger, and farm fresh eggs from my young chickens. Small like quail eggs, but delicious. Oh, very cool. Trigger warning, I ate a bag of Cheetos and Butterfinger mini bites yesterday. BBBE today. Yeah. You had some poisonous treats, right? They taste so good, right, Liz? Yeah, but you know they're not good for you. Just like I knew that latte wasn't good for me, but you know, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed the reward, and I've been stressing on his car for a couple days now, and so, yeah, I spent a lot of time getting different quotes because to get to his fuel pump, you have to drop the fuel tank, and here at the house, I don't have a lift to lift the car up to get under it, and my jack stands, they're just not. I need the car higher to do the job, and I'm not going to get on the ground on my back underneath the car as big as I am right now. It just wouldn't happen. So, yeah. So I called around, but got a bunch of quotes, and I actually thought about cutting a hole behind. You drop the back seats in his Honda Accord, and you lift up the carpeting, and there's an access hatch to the sensor that tells you how your gas tank flow, how much gas you have. There's an access hole for that, right? But there's no access hole, and the water pump's right next to it. So I thought about cutting out the metal floor, with some tin snips, and then I could access it. I saw some people do it on YouTube. Funny thing is, the 98 Honda Accord, the very next year, they put an access hatch there to get to the fuel pump. So talk about an engineering mistake. I don't know. Do they do that on purpose? So, I need a new fuel pump. You got to pay for all the labor for them to drop that fuel tank. Anyway, I'm rambling. But I hate to see little Larry shell out. I got a quote for like mid 500s to do everything, which isn't bad for dropping that fuel tank, the labor. But one place quoted me $1,100, and I was like, I'm not going to have him pay that. I would probably, if that's the cheapest we could have found, I probably would have attempted cutting the floorboard, because he's just using this car while he saves money to buy like a nicer car, So again, I'm rambling. Those of you with children, when they first become drivers, you know what I mean. You know the struggle. All right. Anyway, where was I? Oh man, Lance. Have a work meeting here soon, 4 to 5 hours long, catered. I bring my own food to these. Ribeyes, cooked last night, can cut up. Cold steak for lunch and pork rinds for snack. Not donuts. Awesome, Lance. Yeah. Yeah, you're in what we call a groove, Lance. Awesome. Shell Bell, Terry P. It will be at tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's going to be Friday, you guys. Friday at 1 p.m. The members live. Yeah, I just want to make sure I got everything that I need to get taken care of. So, V. Osborne, I am doing good with beef patties, eggs, butter, salt, and some bone broth. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of those beef patties, V. Osborne. Just cook them in the oven like I've been doing it, 20 minutes at 400 degrees. And I don't know, maybe because we don't have a fan above our oven. It's just a pain to cook them in a pan. It gets so smoky. And the other day, Cassie grilled, and she threw a couple on the grill. Now that's pretty good too. That's probably the best way to have them, right? Burger patties. Roots, rocks, and feathers. I haven't really done anything off track, really. I have made Anita's egg loaf a couple times. Easy to eat the entire thing, but just eggs, butter, and cream cheese. Okay. Anita, all right, all right. Yeah, I was wondering who you were talking about. I got you. Very cool. Sam, there you are. Good morning, Larry and Carnivore Quest crew. Congrats, Erica and Shellbell. Keep going on strong. Oh no, the cream machine. No worries, just one day and could have done worse. I had brown butter bites and a meat bowl Tuesday. Awesome. Yeah, I could have very easily just gotten an iced Americano with a splash of cream, but I didn't. And I just want you guys to know I could easily not told you, but that's not what it's all about. This meeting is about accountability. And I knew I took my first sip. I looked over at little Larry. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to tell everybody about this one. It's really not that bad. It's just the fact that I need to stay away from them. Because I'm not going to lose weight drinking, copious amounts of calories like that. Especially heavy cream. It's designed to make you fat. Aaron, thanks. It's a struggle, but I have not given into soda temptation. Good for you, Aaron. Very cool. Or is it today? I have to look. That's good. I think I have it scheduled for today, but it's going to have to be Friday, Shellbell. It's going to be cool because we haven't done one in 2 weeks because I was sick, and then so it'll be nice to chat with you all face to face. Another day one. How many of those over the years? I'm pretty sure I've lost thousands of plus by now. Yeah, thousands of pounds by now, for sure. Gee, I'm a bit late. Hi everyone. Hi Terza. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I saw you put out a video a couple days ago, and I haven't watched it yet. I always, when they show up, because on our channel Carnivore Quest, which you're all watching right here, my feed. I subscribe to a lot of carnivore, keto, whatever channels on our Carnivore Quest channel. I keep them private. I don't know why I do that. But our subscription's private. But T, you're one of them. And I always see when you pop up. So it's good to see you. Aaron, Larry, I picked up my Bible for the first time in years. Went right to Job. Hey, that's good to hear. I'll tell you, Job went through it, didn't he? God told the devil, you can do whatever you want to him. You just can't kill him. And man, he did. But he never wavered in his faith. He would not curse God. That's great to hear, Aaron. Awesome. Hey, Cher, what is up? Good morning, Carnivore Quest fam. I thought I missed you yesterday due to the same car issues I had to take care of. I'm on day 10 today. Awesome. And holding strong due to all support I find in this community. Thanks. That's so good to hear, Cher. 10 days ago, it was your day one again for the 100th time, right? Awesome. Soon you'll be at 30 days. Yeah, that's really cool. Connie. Hey, Connie Knight. What's going on? Hi, friends. I'm enjoying this fall feel weather here in South Carolina. How about you, Larry? Yes, I'm loving it. I was just outside with the dogs for a few minutes. The breeze is blowing, and it's just, I really couldn't enjoy it yesterday because I was so stressed out. I hate being on a busy freeway, and we were there for a while, trying a few things on his car, but yeah, today is just gorgeous. So I'm a little upset that the dump trash disposal is closed on Wednesdays. Because it's a beautiful day. It's a nice day to work on the garage, But so good to see you, Connie. Say hi to Slender Man for me. And Cassie. Papa Frank, plain smoked brisket and eggs for breakfast. Smoked brisket, you lucky dog. I haven't had that in a while. The Turners stopping by for a minute, down from 300 to 188. All done terribly through Carnivore, Dirty Carnivore, Ketovore, with lots of mess ups along the way. Just keep going back on plan, and the plan will work. Awesome. Good to see you. Going out for chicken wings at my favorite spot. They have these Cajun honey mustard wings. Just nervous about the honey mustard part. Yeah, just ask them, Aaron, if they know what's in them. I thought about hitting up Wing Nuts today with little Lair because he's got another day off work and we're going to be doing stuff. But their buffalo wings have 0 carb. Now they're boneless. They're breaded, so I don't get those. But the traditional, wings are awesome. But more than likely, because I've already have food, probably have that pork steak I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. Talking amongst yourselves. Hey, Mary, woo, I made it. Hi, Larry and all, 10 p.m. today. Well, and my 72-hour fast, but I am just going to keep it going till sometime tomorrow. Yeah, it goes that way, right, Mary? Why eat, Just wait till morning. And you're right, sometime tomorrow, because there's a good chance you'll wake up and you won't want breakfast. It's crazy how that works. Lance, I had to change out the fuel pump on a Chevy truck in a hotel parking lot once. Luckily, it was almost empty and the tank was light. Oh, wow. Well, a truck, you have a little more room under there, but it was on top of the fuel pump too, huh? Yeah, gosh, the newer cars have access hatches, which just is the way it should be. It makes me think those Honda engineers wanted you have to take it to the dealership. But it's actually very rare for a fuel pump to go out. They last forever. But this is a 97, so. Talking amongst yourselves. Atomic. Oh, I didn't get the notification. Good morning, everybody. Of course you didn't. YouTube hates Carnivore Quest. Glad you're here. You're very welcome. My pleasure. I get just as much out of this as some of you do. I love this stream. Mikey, what up, all? How you doing, Mikey? What you eating today, bud? Share with the group. Open up. Be yourself. Yeah. And I'll tell you, this morning meeting, we can talk about anything. You want to talk about anything, I don't care. I really don't. That might get me in trouble. Sam, the meat bowl consists of ground beef, ground chicken, bacon, eggs inside chicken broth, no seasonings other than red and salt. I can only eat ground beef because steak is hard for me to swallow. Sounds amazing. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've had steak. It's not the easiest thing in the world for me to eat with my dentures, but Lisa, I'm late. Hello, everyone. Hi, Lisa. 11:45. You wrote that. That was 8 minutes ago. So I hope you're still here. It's good to see you, Lisa. We'll have people jump in and jump out real quick. How is your cold? You sound better. Still got maybe 30% of the chest, and my ear is still plugged up. Last night, I had my mask on, my CPAP mask, and I laid back and I took a drink of water. And when I do that, I don't know how to explain it. I just know how to do it. And when I took the drink of water, both my ears bulged, like when you're in the mountains and they feel like they're about to pop. And I felt like it was so close, because it's still full and I still feel like my head's in a bucket. But that was a good sign. I was like, okay. But no, I feel much better as far as energy levels. I don't have a fever. I'm over the sickness pretty much, except it's hanging on to my chest. I still get that tickle a little bit in the back of my throat. My mom was the same way, though. Cough would linger forever. Lisa, hi. Yes, Velveeta is a strange substance. Tastes great at times and nauseating at other times. Oh, at least I got so sick off it. Ugh. Liz, gut feels so much better on carnivore. The junk just tears me up and makes me wonder why I ever go off plan. I know, right? And then we do. Gosh, all of us. Probably most people in this morning meeting have faltered at times. And yeah, it's why do we do it? We know we're going to feel like total garbage, but yet we still make that decision. The one good decision I made yesterday when I had the latte is I didn't get a venti. Having that grande, which is significantly smaller, made a big difference on how my stomach felt. So maybe the next time I decide to have one, I'll get a tall, which is even smaller. It's pretty tiny. So maybe that's the way to go. Instead of just saying I'm never going to have one again, But it's been a while since I've had one. It's been over a month, I believe. Because I slipped up with one a while back. But thanks for asking, Atomic. I appreciate that. Really do. Mikey, if you guys could keep me in prayer, I fell off wife's speed day, and well, thanks. Yeah, everybody keep Mikey in prayer. Absolutely. I promise you guys, I say a prayer for everybody. If I remember specifics like Mikey's request, I'll throw that in there. But a general prayer to all of our folks who are struggling, whether you're Christian or not Christian, So I'm always praying for you guys. I have been thinking about what you said about using your own fat and maybe eating meats with less fat. Makes sense to me. Right, Atomic? And then I remember Sean, the intentional carnivore, who I've been trying to get a hold of, and he hasn't answered my calls. I'm going to have to call his wife. He can isolate himself so much. Excuse me. He just falls into this isolation. You guys know who I'm talking about, Sean White, the intentional carnivore. And he won't take calls. And the last time this happened, it's only happened one other time. I got a hold of his wife, Beth, and she kind of like, what are you doing? Larry's worried about you. And he got on. Everything was fine. He just isolates. So anyway, where was I going with that? What was I talking about here? Oh, when Sean was first losing his 300 pounds he lost, he upped his fat intake because he had a little bit of a stall. He upped his dietary fat. And man, the weight started coming off again. So it's just, I think it's person by person, But I know what you're talking about. I think you're referring to that video I did about teasing Dr. Sean Baker. Yeah. Yes, Larry, we are having a withdrawal. Laugh out loud. Yeah, for the members, me too. I really enjoy that too, Shelbel. I'm hoping to see Alfie pop in, right? I almost did the stream earlier today, but I didn't announce it or anything, and I didn't want you regulars to be like super late. Man, that tickle's starting to fire up now. Darn it. So annoying. I've said this in streams before, but when I was in my 20s and early 30s, and I dealt blackjack, craps, roulette. But I remember specifically being in my early 20s in Vegas, dealing blackjack and it wasn't so bad. I mean, when I got sick, yeah, it's brutal, but it was the month after I was sick, that postnasal drip hangs around. And I'd be on a blackjack table and you can't even touch your face. They're very particular about what you do with your hands. And I'd be sitting there. This is before they had you dealt out of a shoe. You actually had to deal out of your hand. And just having those coughing spells, it was so miserable. And I just remember, and you're trapped there, especially if the casino's busy and they don't have a lot of extra dealers. That was the worst, man. People are sitting there looking at you, and I wasn't sick. I was over my sickness. Just that cough would linger. Anyway. Papa Frank, 1 ounce of heavy cream, less than 1 gram carbs. Yes, 100 calories, but if that's the worst thing you do, it really isn't that bad. I really appreciate that, Papa Frank, those kind words. Yeah, one ounce, but when I have one of those lattes, I don't know, like you see here, see that water? That's probably a cup and a half. That's about how much heavy cream is in a large latte, but I appreciate that, Papa Frank. It definitely is low carb. It's just very calorie dense, and we all know heavy cream just has this magic property of making you fatter or keeping you fat. Texas Donna, there you are. Finally catching a live, joining late. My work schedule has prevented me from joining yet. Gotcha, Texas. One more cough. This is brutal. Oh, good to see you, Donna. Kathleen, I'm traveling today but listening. I had a QT grilled cheese breakfast sandwich. Now my mouth is sore. Not worth it. Oh, yeah, we make those bad decisions when we're traveling, Kathleen. Cassie and I have been there, and we've done that. Tore your mouth up, huh? Ugh. Atomic, I had day one again, too, doing well again, and feeling better again already. It doesn't take long, right? It really doesn't. I'm so glad, you guys can come on here and be honest with each other. That's huge. I feel like there's really not a space especially YouTube, where you can come and do that. And I'm really, I'm honored to be a part of that. Some of you have really turned things around since we started this morning meeting, and that's just amazing. I don't know. I think it's a net positive, even though each stream only gets like, 700 views, which isn't a lot for our channel size, but that doesn't matter. It's who's getting helped, who's staying on track, who's saying no. And coming in and like I did today, or some of you have, and said, yeah, I made this bad choice. I'm on the road, had a grilled cheese. There's something to that. So just keeping yourself accountable. Sam, I eat those same things every day, as I have a swallowing problem where I sometimes can choke on tougher meat like ribeye, chicken breast, etc. I was trying seafood, but we know how that went. Yeah, you were like on a seafood kick for a little while there, Sam. For sure. Yeah, me too. I've been enjoying the ground beef, and I'm thankful for that because it is much easier for me to chew. You know, sometimes, like if we get it, a couple times, you guys know I was upset with Food Line, the quality of the steak. The last couple times I bought steaks there, you pay decent money for a steak, pretty good money actually, and I'd end up finishing the whole. It was so tough, my jaw would be sore because my dentures. It does take longer, but I'm not gonna let it go to waste. Give it to the dogs. But it's just, man, those of you who still have your teeth, awesome. Definitely be thankful. But it's my fault I lost mine. My alcoholism. Jessica, there you are, girl. Yay, I made it. I've missed you, Carnivore friends. We've missed you, Jessica. For sure. Hope you're having a better week than last week. Nancy Berkey. Hello, I made it. Cool, Nancy. Good to see you. Yeah. So annoying. Yeah, feel free to fire away in the chat, Nancy. Atomic, I've been doing baby turkey wing flats and tips in my air fryer. So delish. I have not had turkey tips, wing tips. Bet you they're crunchy. I actually didn't think you could eat those. Learn something new every day. Somebody mentioned it last week in the meeting. I don't know if it was you, Atomic. Shelbell, we had city barbecue, included chicken, shredded pork, brisket, and ribs. I use sugar-free barbecue sauce. If I eat today, then it will be leftovers. All right. Sounds great. I'll tell you, Cassie, I don't know where she got it. I took a picture of the bottle with my phone. She had a zero-carb ketchup or barbecue sauce that was absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm definitely going to highlight that in a video. You know, well, I'll highlight a product, even if we're not sponsored by it or whatever. If I think you guys will enjoy it. You know, like I tried those microwave pork rinds. They were good, you know. Would I go out and buy them all the time? No. You know, but did a review video. But I'm definitely going to do one on that barbecue sauce. Because I've had some zero sugar barbecue sauces that were absolutely horrible. And I was upset because they are not cheap, you know. They're expensive, actually. The only seafood that I had an enjoyable experience with is when I tried lobster. But I can only have it on special occasions since it's a ton of money, right? Maybe I'll try shabu if you recommend it. It's soft. It is. It is, Sam. And it's very good. And lobster is phenomenal, too. I love lobster. My favorite shellfish by far. But like you said, it's an a special occasion kind of food, right? Mikey, haven't eaten today, yet walked and lifted. That's it. Awesome, Mikey. I need to try your shabu, yeah. It's good. Tanya, what's up, Tanya? Slip up. I've gained 45 pounds this summer. Oh, you're right there with me then, Tanya. Yeah. Well, it sounds like, I don't know. Just from your comments, sounds like you got a sense of humor about it. And I don't want to hear you down on yourself. We just got to get that weight off for our health, you know? I've been married over 20 years. I'm not out looking to pick up chicks. I just want to be healthy and I want to be around for my family and all of you, you know, all my friends. Good if you feel better, but I still hear congestion. Oh, yeah. Praying for your full recovery. Thank you. Yeah, it's still in my chest. Ricky, I bought my first picanha yesterday. All right, Ricky. Fire. Picanha is so good. Yeah, I was going to mention, too, I talked to Carnivore Kit just a few days ago, and he's doing really good. He hasn't put out a video in a while. And but just all of you who know Carnivore Kip more and wondering how he's doing. Because I mentioned trying to call Sean. I tried calling Sean right after I talked to Kip. You know, kind of talked to Kip, and then I thought I need to give Sean a call, and he's not answering. But anyway, Kip is doing really well. And he's enjoying the break off of YouTube. Ricky, I was thinking of meeting wellness. Christy, because she was one of the first I heard rave about picanha, and she was live last night. Okay, I'm not sure who you meant, Christy. But yeah, the first person I ever heard talk about picanha was Chris Spath, and I've had it four or five times. at home, and it is awesome. But they also have it at the Brazilian steakhouses, like the Texas de Brazil, and so it's very good. I receive your prayers, Larry. Thank you. You're very welcome, Donna. He is so good, isn't he? Yeah, how is Sean? He needs to come back. The Kilby Life guy gave up on content too. My bro Aaron. Kilby Life stopped. Seems like I saw a video of his not too long ago. When did you ask this? 57? So did I already tell the Sean story? Yeah, Sean's like ghosting me now. He's just being a little, he gets that way where he isolates, and he did it one other time like 7-8 months ago, and I called his wife, and she said, "Oh, Larry, you know how he is." She said, "Sean." She gave him the phone. He's all, "Hey, bro, what's up?" And everything was fine. So I need to just call Beth and see what's up. Because the last time I talked to him was probably 4 or 5 weeks ago. He was doing really well, and he was doing a lot of yard work. He was reimagining his backyard. He put in a fire pit and sent me some pictures of it. Let's see. Intentional carnivore, carnivore Kilby Life, sightless carnivores. Yeah. I've never followed the sightless carnivores. The Kilby Life, I'm not sure. I mean, I believe you. I believe you, Ricky. I just thought I saw one of Kilby Life recently. Maybe maybe it was one of his older videos. But I really like Aaron's channel, the Kilby Life. And I never understood why his channel never grew more. At YouTube, it's just that YouTube thing. Because he didn't, I remember him putting out quality, entertaining videos. He's got a great personality. And just for some reason, I never understood that. Because I think when Aaron started his channel, the Kilby Life, what do they have? 8 children? They have 8 children. I think that's why it's called the Kilby Life, because they have a huge family. And then he found a low-carb diet, and he started highlighting that. But, yeah, he's a good man, good guy. Ricky, Larry, have you tried the salty electrolytes? No, man, I'm sponsored by Element. Come on, that'd be a breach of contract, They'd probably sue me. No, I haven't. I've heard bad things about them. I've heard good things about them. Just like with anything, some people love Element, some people don't. But if you do need electrolytes, our link is down in the description, always. And we even got a new landing page for Carnivore Quest on their website. So, you can get the electrolytes, you can get the canned seltzer waters, which are awesome. And with winter coming up, they got all their hot chocolate flavors. So, yeah, no salty for me. Nope. I got to say about Element, they've always stuck by me and Cassie. Through thick and thin, Elements always stuck by us. And I'm going to remember that. And that's one of the reasons, like when they had their controversy about the maltodextrin, which we really didn't find that big a deal because we lost 100 pounds each using it. But, they're a good company. They really are. I actually got a huge box from them sitting out on the porch. And it's usually when that big box comes, it'll be when we order the seltzers because they're real heavy. This box is really light. So I'm like, ooh, what's this? They got a new promotion, coming out or something. So I'm excited to pop that open. Belt Fed just popped in to say I love you, brother. Oh, very cool. I love you too, man. Awesome. Good to see you. If you're still in here to hear my response, either way, it don't matter. Atomic, I can't think of any other stream like yours. Thank you making it for us. Oh yeah, for sure. The only special occasion carnivore food that I want to try is crab. I only had imitation crab meat, and it was yummy. Okay. Have y'all heard? Have y'all ever had crab? And do you like it? Same. How much more than lobster? I love crab. It's incredible. I can eat it all day long. I like it just about as much as I do lobster. Yeah, and I like imitation crab too. Cassie hates it. Don't ever say that to Cassie, Sam. Cowgirl, don't forget to hit that like button. That's a great idea, Cowgirl. Thank you for the reminder. Scam only. Hung up on them. Ricky. Holy cow, Sam. Please look into imitation crab ingredients. I used to love it big time, but look out. See, yeah, that's probably what Cassie would say right there, Ricky, right? Mountain Nana, hey, I am joining late, so not sure what your theme is today. I've been weight stalled for so long. I finally realized that I can't eat late at night, even carnivore. Lost 2.5 pounds this week. Hey, you figured something out, right? Oh, that's so cool, Nana. Awesome. Good for you. Hopefully it'll be the same every week, right? So what do you just stop eating around 4 or 5 p.m.? Excuse me. Very, very cool. My teeth is my why. Okay. Trying to keep your teeth healthy, Karen? Good to see you, by the way. D. Cazador. Folks, don't forget to hit the like and to promote the stream. I appreciate that. Very cool. Ricky Lee, James 47. Thank you, man. Appreciate that so much. Very cool. Every little bit supports this channel, you know. All of our super chats, our buy me a coffees. It's really cool. Thank you again. We got a excuse me. All right, James 47. I'm going to read it right now. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. How about number 8, too? Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Be wretched and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy into gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will exalt you. Do not speak evil against one another, brothers. I just keep going. I appreciate that, though. Very cool. The book of James is awesome. Yep. Yeah, thanks again, Ricky. Walking on my lunch break and listening to the live. Very cool, Nancy. I have now top and bottom. I had my top since I was 29, now 57. One of my goals in my journey was to get my bottoms after losing 100 pounds, which I did get right before my 1-year anniversary. So they are new. Laugh out loud. Oh, you're talking about your dentures. Very cool. Shellbell. Awesome. Good. Nice little reward for yourself. First, I thought you were talking about clothes. And then I noticed you're talking about your dentures. That's cool. On vacation with the family in Maryland. Got to head out. God bless. All right, Mikey. Have a great time. Enjoy yourself. Liz, hope this will be an encouragement to others. I'm 5'1" with a high of 214 pounds several years ago. So many day ones, but today I weigh 133 with another 10 to 15 to go. Just keep going, guys. Well, thank you, Liz. thank you for coming in the morning meeting and sharing that, because that does inspire people. You know, we come in here, we admit when we've fallen, we talk about when we're doing great, and it's awesome to hear someone like you come in and show what it's all about. You know, I used to be able to do that, but now I'm on the other side of the fence trying to fight my way back. Jessica, thank you, Shellbell and Atomic. This week is better for sure. God is so good, even in the middle of stress, drama, and busyness. He is, Jessica. And I actually mentioned you in the last video I put out. I don't know if you saw that, where I cut it up from a live stream. So, I'm glad this week's much better. My mind is my why. Dementia runs in the family, and I'm determined to remain sharp and useful as long as I can. Lifting weights, hiking, and LCHF is my how. Awesome. I do miss Carnivore Kip. I still watch for him to post, right? Yeah, Kip, when I first met Kip, he just had such a innocent quality about him, you know. He's a real cool guy. Hey, Tammy. Hey, guys. Sorry I'm late. My mother-in-law has been in the hospital since Monday. Not sure what's going on. Prayers, please. Absolutely, Tammy. Everybody fire them up. Frank, I miss Kip's videos, but I keep in touch with him too, and we're going to try and get together as soon as the weather gets cooler for me to car camp and travel. Awesome, Frank. Very cool. I will when I'm definitely down in his area, because he's a little further south than me. He's in. I definitely want to swing by and see him. Ricky Lee, Element folks are the best. They really are. Yep. I love Element, yeah. Great company. And, I mean, Cassie and I truly love their product. For those that have been around for a long time, they were our first sponsor. And, we turned down a lot of sponsors before then, because our channel grew, and we had a lot of sponsors coming in. And we just said no to all of them. They weren't a good fit, and we had one, I don't want to name names, but one of the meat, like beef jerky companies. And then I actually almost started with them. But all the samples they would send us were stale, and their customer service sucked. You know, we had a couple people, because we used we promoted their link like in 2 videos. And we had people saying that their customer service was horrible. And that's when we told them, sorry, because we hadn't signed a contract or anything. We can't work with you. And then Element came along, and it was just a perfect fit. And they said I could have creative control over the commercials, the spots I make for them in our sponsored videos. Full creative control. And I was like, okay. Cassie and I love the product. So it was a no-brainer. And it was nice to actually, start making a little extra money, because all the work put into this channel. So we said no to a lot of sponsors, but sometimes it was hard because it was money that we could use to pay bills, Did they take out the maltodextrin? No, Chill Vibes. They did not on their flavored ones. It's not in the canned seltzer waters, the electrolyte seltzer waters, and it's not in their raw and flavored. But last I heard, they are looking for a new, artificial ingredients manufacturer. So, but I always tell people, and this is the truth, I mean, you can go back and watch it. Cassie and I lost 100 pounds using at least a packet of those a day. It never had any ill effects on us. So that's just our own experience. Tammy, I like Carnivore Claire's channel. Carnivore Claire. I'm going to have to check her out. I might already be subscribed to her. For a while there were so many carnivore channels that were reaching out. Yeah, I don't think they did take out the maltodextrin, right? Last I heard, they're working on it. Because that whole controversy really hurt their business. You know? I mean, and it really wasn't them. It was really the ingredients, the artificial ingredients manufacturer who they had a contract with. Ricky, I had canceled an order due to sudden financial problems and called them to explain. They offered to send me 2 free boxes. I got a box of chocolate and the orange. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, we've heard so many stories like that. One lady called and said, I didn't realize they had stevia in them, and I'm allergic. And they told her to just give me your friends or family, and then they sent her 3 boxes of the raw unflavored element. They just showed up at her door one day, and then she emailed me and Cassie to tell us that, which is amazing. You know, what company does that? Very cool. Becky, I've lost 3 pounds this week. Hey, 3 pounds.
Daniel Digger!
So cool. Congratulations, Becky. I'm trying to eat only fat when the sun is out thing. Oh, okay. Cool strategy. V. Osborne, I am very thankful for your element link. My husband eats the standard American diet, but he finally has added element into his coffee each morning. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, I'll tell you, it takes the bitterness away too if you're drinking black. Larry promised I won't mention it to Cassie. You mentioning the heavy whipping cream is why I'm not going to have brown butter bites anymore. Too many calories is stalling me. For me, calories matter, so I'll stop the butter. All right. Yeah, one thing, too, they do spike your insulin because you're having a little snack, you know. Be different if you had a few butter bites with your meal. John 21:5. Okay, I'll do one more. We'll do one more scripture here. I got the Bible app already fired up. Oh, man. John 21:5 for Fat Street Glider. Come on, Larry. Be quick. Man. No, don't do that. Darn it. Well, that's really weird. Never mind. Something's up with my Bible app. It's glitching. That's the enemy. What's up with that? Anyway, I will look it up. 21:5. I've read it 1,000 times. I don't have a photographic memory. Fat Street Glider. I'm not here often. It's not because of the scriptures. I love it. Thanks. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we had a bunch of people unsubscribe recently, and a couple of comments about I don't want to hear a Bible thumper, and I get that, you know what I mean. But to our non-Christian viewers, this isn't becoming a Bible thumping Christian channel, but I'm just not going to shy away from it. If it's on my heart, I'm going to talk about it, you know. And lately, I've been focusing on the Lord more, just to get me through, you know. So I hope you can respect that. That's all. Terry P just got home. I'll have to listen to playback again. I miss Amanda from Carnivorous Me. Yeah, Tammy. We hear that from so many people, and we miss her too. She was the one live stream I listen to every week, her and her husband. I'd be doing chores, and I love listening to their stream. I hope they're well. Got to duck out early. Hang in, everyone. All right, Fast Street Glider. Yeah, we're about to wrap it up here, guys. I'm seeing if there's any more. Tammy, Carnivore Claire is from England. Okay. Chill vibes. Thank you. I was using it too for about a year, and it didn't take me out of ketosis. Oh, the element. Yeah. Yeah, it never bothered us. And, it really adds a new dimension. That's what we always say. Instead of just having plain old water, you can actually have like a guilt-free, good-tasting drink, which is awesome. That new lemonade was phenomenal. These meetings are great when I am working. Even when I can't chime in, I hear it all. Awesome, Aaron. Yeah, I wish I had somebody to talk to hang out with you guys. But, then this format wouldn't be unique, right? So, I love reading your comments. Terry P., I like Element, but it's too expensive to have it sent to Canada. Yeah, we've heard that a lot. I try to buy it when I'm vacationing in the U.S. at an RV resort. All right. I was thinking you were talking about Amanda and Dan, and that's what her name is. Oh, okay. We haven't seen, Amanda and Dan. Yeah, we haven't seen Amber. We haven't seen Amber in a few days. Amber and Dan, yes, she's working. Okay, I talked to her a few days ago, and she's doing well. All right, yeah, I was wondering just yesterday. I hadn't seen Amber in a stream. Okay. Amen. He is why we are here. That's why I woke up today. He allowed it. Atomic, thanks again for the live stream. Hope to catch you next time. Hope so too. All right, guys. John 21:5. Then Jesus saith unto them, Children, have ye any meat? They answered him, No. Right. Got you, V. Osborne. All right, guys. That's an hour. We knocked it out of the park. I love y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow, same time. Or how they say it, we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Remember, no sugar, no carbs, no cheating.